Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review and a demo of another brand new product by Huda Beauty. She seems to be coming out with quite a few within the space of like a few days. Like, give us a chance. The next one that she has released, and I say that because I already know that the new setting spray is coming out in a few days. This is the product before that, which is the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream. First off, can we talk about the name Tantour? I thought Nymph was bad enough, but Tantor, it's such a hideous name. It's not even like a cute name. I don't know who comes up with these names, and their whole marketing campaign behind it as well, to do with weightlifting and toning up. That's got nothing to do with a contour and bronzer cream. Anyway, so this just came out very recently. I bought mine from Feel Unique, where if you are signed up to their platinum account or whatever it is, you can have a brand of the year, so you get 10% off that brand all the time, and mine is Huda Beauty. This retails at £26 and it weighs 11 grams, which is 0.38 ounces. I can't compare it to something else because a lot of the cream contours that I have come in palettes, like Anastasia Beverly Hills or Sleek Makeups. It comes all together in 5 shades, and the one that I bought was right in the middle, called Medium. And it says that Medium is a neutral mocha shade best suited to medium and tan complexions. And there is also fair and light, and there is also tan and rich. Now, I do believe that there are some people out there who are the similar complexion to me that are also using the shade light. So it's up to you at the end of the day how deep you'll want your contour to be, or how versatile you want it to be. I actually think that medium works very well with my skin tone, because I find that I can sheer it out or I can make it a lot deeper. So it works both ways. If you get something like fair, there is only so far you can get with the deepness without looking a bit too overdone. Now, it comes again in this god-awful plastic packaging. Huda, stop it. It damages my nails as well, and my nails are real, people. What is the point of that? Could have been cardboard. And it comes in packaging which is very similar to, and I just happen to have it here because I've been doing my makeup at 10 to 10 at night. I've just broken my fast recently. Happy Ramadan, everybody. I tried to film this video earlier and I was like, I'm doing it quite late. I'm going to wash this off in a minute anyway. Here is the Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder, just to give you an example. It is exactly the same kind of packaging with the twist off top. So you twist it off, and then there is a little thingy, I don't know what it's called. It says tan and tone. Again, tan and tone. And then you pick it off, and here is the product underneath. Show it to you up close in case you're wondering why I was talking about tan and tone. Why? Anyway, this is what the shade Medium looks like. You can see I have used it. Nice enough, deep enough colour. Scary for some, but actually not too bad. I will show you on my face in a moment. Now, for reference, in Huda Beauty's foundations, I am the shade Baklava. I'm wearing it right now. And I've just used the banana bread setting powder under my eyes, as well as graham cracker concealer. I'm doing a whole Huda Beauty face, as I like to do when I'm reviewing a certain brand. I generally tend to like to wear their brand on my face, just so that you guys can see how it works well with their own products. Now let's get into the description, which I'm pinching off of Cult Beauty's website for some reason. Doubling as a contour and bronzer, Tantor is a gorgeous cream to powder formula that grants instant warmth to lackluster complexions. Packed with pigment and blending like a dream, it can be layered to create anything from a subtle glow to dramatic definition. Hello, cheekbones. I don't have my dad's cheekbones. My dad's cheekbones are actually fabulous. I wish I had his cheekbones, otherwise I wouldn't need to do contouring. Hello, round face. Given Huda's history producing standout products with insane payoff, it comes as little surprise that this no run-of-the-mill bronzer meets contour, sweat and water resistant. It's incredibly long lasting, perfect for warmer climes, busy bees and no fuss makeup buffs who don't want to traipse to the bathroom for a touch up every other hour. Who does that anyway? 5 shades to choose from, and that is it. So it's quite a simple, straightforward description. What do I think about it? You know what? I am genuinely surprised. I actually really like it. I was prepared not to like it, just because I don't like cream bronzers. I don't have the time. There is that extra faff, so I don't know how they say that this is, for people who haven't got time, Well, there's still a longer process than there is just using a powder bronzer. However, I wore this one day and I've tested it out to the max. Like, honestly, I will give you my day when I proper gave it the full test. 7:30 in the morning I had to put it on. I had to drive 2 hours to our construction site in another part of England. I was on my feet with the blaring sun on my face for 12 to 14 hours. I was sweating. I was cleaning, I was doing stuff. We were launching this weekend that I'm filming this right now. and then I was sweating, and then the rain was coming down, and then the rain disappeared, then it was sunny, I was hot, I was getting water on my face from the rain, I was rushing here, rushing there. Then another 2-hour drive home. I got home at 10:30 at night. This had not budged, it had not faded, it had not run, it was still there, and it still looked amazing. I doubt very much that anybody who's done a review of this will be able to say that they tested it the way that I tested it. So I have given it the full test, and I do have to say that their claims of it being long lasting, water resistant, sweat resistant, 100%. I think it is excellent. It definitely blends really, really well, which is one of the reasons why I quite like it. Because of the fact that it is cream to powder, which it definitely is, another plus about this is, and I was hesitant at first about how it applies once I've put my foundation on and I've set it with powder. Because a lot of reviews that you will see, people have got their foundation on, and like they would normally do with a normal cream bronzer, is before setting anything, they would apply this so it blends into the foundation, then they would set it with another powder of similar color to set it. But this doesn't require setting because it is a cream to powder formula, meaning it applies, blends out like cream. Within a couple of seconds, it has dried down to a powder finish. And when you sometimes apply cream products over powder, it can bunch up, it can blend funny, it can bring texture to your skin, and it can just make your face look really patchy and uneven. That does not happen with this whatsoever, and I love that about this. I was also very hesitant about buying this shade considering how deep it was, but I again put myself in Huda's hands. She said that this is the best shade to use for medium tan skins, so I thought I'd give it a go. And again, pleasantly surprised. Yes, it is very deep. It blends out beautifully. It depends on how much you apply. Now, if you apply a really thick layer, obviously be prepared to do a lot of blending to get it to blend out to the intensity that you want it to be. Now, I have to go about my day-to-day business. I am not doing any kind of drag makeup. I also wasn't going out in the evening. I was going to work in a professional environment. I don't need full-on massive contouring, not that I generally do anyway. I used it the same way that I would do with a powder contour, and it just looked amazing. I love this. I'm actually really happy with this. And I know it says that it's contour and bronzer. I personally don't think I would use it as a bronzer. I mean, I suppose the good thing about it is that if you do apply a little bit too much above, it can double up as a bronzer or stroke blush. So all you need to do is put a bit of highlighter on. And I believe the reason why it is a good mix of contour and bronzer is that because it dries down to a powder finish, meaning you can still kind of manipulate it with your fingers. Now, I also find in terms of the texture, it's got very soft sort of texture to it. You see how it just kind of comes off there and it looks kind of wet. Now, with products like ABH's contour kit, they're very, very thick. Even Sleek Makeup's one, the other one that I've got, is very, very thick. And they can also almost be too drying. Like, look at this. You see how that looks really wet and creamy, and you can tell that it's something which is easy to blend, which I love about this. Let me just do it on my hand for you so you can see. Look how easily that blends. So easily. I'm not putting in much effort at all, but it blends out very quickly, and already it's dry. How quick was that? Nice and easy and very quick. So I love that about this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply it to my face. I'm going to use my Sigma 3D HD Precision brush to apply it because I don't want to go overboard because this is a deepish shade and I also don't need to apply that much. And then I'm going to blend it out using the Queen brush by Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. It's up to you generally how you want to use it. I know she's come out with her own brush. She seems to come out with a brush every time she releases a new product. We ain't millionaires like you, love. Just saying. So I'm just going to use the tools that I have got. And as you will see, I'm going to go in with a really light hand. And then I'm going to start to blend it out because it does start to dry quite quickly. So you want to work quite fast. Alright, so that's it. You're probably thinking, wow, she doesn't look like them peeps on Instagram. Yeah, because nobody really in real life wears that much. God damn it. Even me, even this is a lot for me. I don't generally tend to apply that much bronzer to my face, you know. But for the tube for you guys, so just you can see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this brush and start to blend it out. Okay, so there we have it. Wow. Even on my forehead, because you know what? The whole purpose of wearing contour, putting it around your hairline, is to make your forehead a bit smaller. But if you're like me and you've got baby forehead as it is, you think I'm joking. I've got an abnormally small head. I know you guys don't realise that on here, but I actually wear kids' hairbands. As in, me and my oldest niece, who's now 5, I was wearing her hairbands when she was 3. Me and her have the same hairbands. I've got a really small forehead, so this is almost unnecessary for me. But again, for the tube. Now my nose has got a little bit more than normal, as you guys can see. But like I said, I've put on a little bit more than normal. But how you can see it here, you can see that the contouring's there. But can you see how easily it blended into the skin? There's no patchiness. It hasn't moved my powder around or my foundation around. And if I chose not to wear blusher in these areas, the contour would do the job of bronzing my face at the same time. So I really like that about this. See how easily it blended as well. It didn't take too much effort. So what I'm going to do is I have to tidy it up, because obviously when blending out your bronzer, you can still kind of make mistakes, especially if you want it to be like, you know, your carved sort of face. But I will use her Easy Bake setting powder, and I'll show you guys how I do it just to neaten it all up. And there we have it, all tidied and looking lovely. I love it. I love the finish it gives. It feels soft and smooth. It doesn't feel like I've applied a cream to powder product or a cream product on top of my powder. It feels completely soft and smooth. And once it's tidied up, now I look natural. I don't look overly like too much, like I've got too much going on. And that is the thing with cream products in general. They're meant to make you look a little bit more natural. So this is as far as I'm going to leave it now. So I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back in a minute just to finish off my review. Okay, I am back. The rest of my makeup is done. On my lips, I'm wearing Huda Beauty's Heartbreaker, one of my favourite reds. Love it. Plus, I had to think of something that would go with this crazy Looney Tunes top. Red seemed to be the right option. Anyway, so back onto the Tantour, which I hate saying. Lovely product, excellent. As you can see, my contour looks lovely. It looks natural, doesn't look overdone. It works beautifully. Will I repurchase it? Probably not. And that's not because there's something wrong with this. It's just because you cannot take me away from my powder bronzer. Huda, I would love it if you would now launch powder bronzers, blushes, and single highlighters, because I think with the whole highlighter kits and the cream in there, we need some powders in our lives, and I would personally be very happy. And maybe a few more of these liquid lipsticks. I mean, the same colours have been out like since you first started the brand, so let's branch out a little bit. Anyway, so back onto this. Love it. It's great. You saw how beautifully it applies. My foundation looks amazing, and it sits beautifully. It doesn't accentuate any pores or texture on my face, and I do have textured skin. Overall, I'm genuinely really happy with this, and I give this a 10 out of 10. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you're interested in buying it, have you tried it yet or not? It's still relatively new, so let me know what you think. Other than that, I hope you guys are wonderful and great and fabulous, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.